Hi, my name's Grant Richards. I live on the beautiful Sunshine Coast here with my wife and my son, and I've been here for the last 36 years. I've been a professional photographer for the past 4 years and shot lots of wonderful events around the coast, such as the colour run, weddings, portraits for couples, portraits for families, and everything in between. My main business is corporate headshots for companies and branding images. I became a photographer because of the reason, like most of us do, there's a moment in time where we just like to capture. And for us, that was back in 2009 when our son was born. We had a professional photographer came in and take some photos of our son and our family, and it was absolutely beautiful. And from that moment forward, I was absolutely hooked. I thought, this is fantastic to be able to capture that moment and keep it forever. I went out and bought just an entry-level DSLR camera with a couple of kit lenses and just practice. Over the last 6 years, I've honed my skills as a photographer, and I've attended a couple of courses both here on the coast and one in Tasmania, which was with an award-winning American photographer that was traveling the world. I've had many times where I've actually failed with my images, and I've almost given up quite a few times, but I see failure as an opportunity to actually continue on and learn from them. And if you can learn from your failures, that's how we grow and continue to get better. One of my other passions is actually training people and doing these workshops. The workshops run for 2.5 hours, and they'll run them every Saturday and every second Friday, and they start at 9 a.m. I like to start around 9 a.m. for the people that come on Friday, because that gives you time to drop the kids off at school, get a coffee, come along and learn and have some fun, because I know we're all so busy on the weekends, especially with our kids. We sit down as a group in a sheltered area at the lovely La Balsa Park, and we basically go over and share our stories of where we come from and what led us to this point in our photography journey. We talk about what sort of things we like to shoot, whether it be the kids, whether it be the soccer, maybe you like some nice portraits of your family. So we gather the information, we work out what we need to work on, and then we start what I call the dry part of photography, whereas we sit down and look at all the technical aspects of how we expose the image to get the image we want. So whether we're shooting sports or whether we're shooting portraits, or we want that nice blurry look when we shoot that waterfall. So after we go through all this, we walk along the water's edge all the way up to the Point Cartwright entrance. And here we have things we can practice on, such as surfers and jet skis and everything in between. From there we walk onto the beach, and then we can look at getting up close with a crab if you're a macro shooter, or you may like to take some photos of all just the sand grit and everything, and the shell grit that's actually on the ground. It makes for some fantastic shots. So as a group, we walk through all the areas of Point Cartwright, and then at the end of the day, we sort of reveal our shots to each other, and we work out what we've actually got and how fantastic it is now to get the images that we're really after. From this point forward, we sort of have a chat, just recap on what we've learnt, go through all the settings again and work out when we actually use them. We then go away, we can join a Facebook page that I have open for my group. You can join that page, put your images up there. We can share what we've learnt and share our settings, and then that way we can all learn from each other, which is what it's all about. And also too, you can send me any photos you want or contact me anytime, anything related to your photography, and then we can work out if you're having issues with something or just can't quite get there with the image that you want. So come along to our next workshop, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.